So question number 1, can intermittent fasting help out with gut health? This is a great question that I got on YouTube, and I got this from Mr. Kalpura. Sorry about that. So it's a great question. Can intermittent fasting help out with gut health? Let me know in the comments. Have you heard about intermittent fasting, time restricted eating, or things like that? It's a very common concept that we're seeing when it comes to gut health. So what this is, essentially, you have times that you eat, and then you have times when you don't eat. The most common the most common intermittent fasting is a 16 intermittent fasting, where you basically don't eat for 16 hours. And you get all of your calories for just those 8 hours. And then whenever you're done eating during those 8 hours, then you go back to a fasting mode. And for most people, this involves people mainly skipping either breakfast or skipping dinner. And then so you mainly just eat lunch and maybe have one other meal as well. And during those times is when you eat, and during those times when you don't eat is when you hopefully get some of the benefits with intermittent fasting. So what are the benefits? So there are some physiological benefits we see. We see some regeneration of cells going on inside our body. For a lot of people, including myself, who does do intermittent fasting, I notice I have a lot better focus. I have a lot less hunger. I notice that I am actually more engaged with what I'm doing. I found for me, it actually has helped out with some of my brain health as well. So does this help out with gut health? So it kind of does, it kind of doesn't. So we are seeing more and more benefits in terms of the microbiome, in terms of enhancing and improving the gut microbiome, the gut bacteria that's going on inside your GI tract. We are seeing some benefits when it comes to intermittent fasting with that. Now, I will tell you, if you do intermittent fasting and you still eat like crap during those 8 hours, you're not doing your gut any favors. Now, if you happen to have a more healthy diet and you do time restricted eating, like I do, I will tell you, you will find a benefit within your gut and your GI tract, mainly because you're eliminating one whole meal, which by doing that, you will decrease the amount of calories, you're able to lose some weight. Number 2, if you're skipping breakfast, which is what I do, breakfast tends to be for a lot of people the meal that has a lot of calories, a lot of sugars, a lot of things that are maybe more difficult for your gut to digest. Things like milk, maybe things like bagels, things like cereal, maybe Pop-Tarts, maybe a bagel. These things are very high caloric dense foods. They typically have a lot of processed foods in them. Also have things that are very difficult to digest, which can make it harder for your gut. And so if you're able to eliminate breakfast, you're able to eliminate that whole section of those bad foods that you're eating. And by doing that, you can hopefully improve what's going on inside your gut. So we are seeing more and more evidence. I am a big proponent. I love intermittent fasting. I love time restricted eating. And in the right patient, I would recommend that to hopefully help out with some of their gut issues and help out with some weight loss issues as well.